Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue sur Coryne s'éparpille pour ce nouvel épisode du Let's Play de Call of Cthulhu. Suite à notre visite à la librairie sans nom, nous allons nous retrouver donc à l'Institut Riverside, à ma grande joie. On fait un petit récap, un petit résumé de ce qui s'est passé. Allez, c'est parti. Dans la librairie sans nom, Pierce a remonté la piste d'une tentative de cambriolage avorté. Il a découvert que Charles Hawkins était à l'origine du méfait et a ouvert le coffre du libraire pour y découvrir ce que ce dernier et Sarah Hawkins y avaient caché. Un livre relié de peau humaine semblait attirer le détective. Lorsqu'il l'a ouvert, sa conscience a été projetée dans un autre corps.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us. And I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Donc, l'objectif, c'est d'entrer dans le bureau de Fuller.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Ok. On va commencer par voir les patients.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Ok, personne peut dormir. Elle nous parle pas, bien. Donc là, on n'est pas dans l'asile, on est à l'étage en fait, dans la section hôpital, tout bonnement. A priori, on a des informations.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Oui, un rhume des foins, ça nécessite pas d'être hospitalisé.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Ok, donc ça c'est un problème réglé. Y a rien dans la cheminée là à voir. Non, ça sert juste à réchauffer la salle. Ok. Là c'est le même.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Super.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Dossier médical d'Irene Sanders. Ce dossier décrit l'état dans lequel Irene Sanders est entrée à l'Institut Riverside ainsi que les traitements qui lui ont été administrés. Fuller y a ajouté une note manuscrite. Il est prévu de la descendre à l'aile psychiatrique afin de lui octroyer le calme et le repos dont elle a besoin. Ah bah ça pue, hein.
Mrs. Sanders?
D'accord, elle est dans les vapes.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Non. Des somnifères, peut-être? Non.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Bon. Il y a d'autres médecins, il y a d'autres malades. J'irai dans le bureau après. Ah, mais il y a 36 bureaux en fait, ok.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Tu m'étonnes. Ah oui, non, d'accord. Toi, j'ai envie de te parler après. Qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Comment? Il y a bien une clé là. On peut pas la prendre? Et si moi je veux la prendre? D'accord. Bon. Il faut d'abord aller lui parler à cette dame.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Ouais, parce que moi je reste assez méfiante, je sais pas à qui on peut se confier ici, donc... Sur le tableau, il n'y a rien. Non. Ok, donc là on a vu tous les patients. Ok, ben on va aller... Voilà, mais c'est Bradley ça. Bon, je voulais pas passer par là, mais on y va.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Alors derrière on a une porte, mais je vais même pas essayer de l'ouvrir, je pense que c'est l'entrée. Je vais continuer de jouer les bons médecins. Peut-être que je vais avoir des informations.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself.
J'espérais quand même d'autres informations. On va voir. Et toi, monsieur, qu'est-ce que t'as à nous dire?
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ok, donc c'est le bureau des réclamations en fait.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Oh, m'en parle pas, mon bon monsieur. Allez, visitons cet étage de l'hôpital.
Sorry,
bonjour,
but
madame.
nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
D'accord, donc on se fait engueuler. Toi, tu veux pas parler, ok. Toi non plus, parfait. C'est quoi là-dedans?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Ce serait tellement facile de pouvoir passer directement par là.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Bon. Et là, on a quoi? C'est quoi les bureaux? Ah, mais c'est le bureau de fouleur là-bas. On referme toujours les portes. Alors, est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose à trouver ici? A priori pas. Ben, on est là pour investiguer, alors on fouine, hein. Là, il y a des pièces partout. Ah, qu'est-ce qu'on a là? Livre de référence des sciences médicales. À l'instar d'un dictionnaire, cet ouvrage référence par ordre alphabétique toutes les sciences médicales connues et pratiquées du monde moderne. Pour chacune des entrées sont listés des ouvrages majeurs ainsi que les noms des sommités de référence. Ok. On lui parle tout de suite à elle? Non. Bon bah moi c'est là que je dois aller, alors j'y vais.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Bah dans le bureau de Fuller.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
Non, c'est pas obligé, madame.
Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Ouais d'accord, t'es le chien de garde quoi. Ah bah toi je vais te filer un bon nonos ma chérie, t'inquiète. Cette pièce est bien sombre et je n'ai pas le feu. Je n'ai pas de briquet ni la lampe torche de Pierce puisque je ne suis pas Pierce. Oh là. Ça nous rappelle quelques souvenirs et pas forcément les meilleurs. Ça serait encore un truc de tuyauterie. On va continuer de visiter.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Waouh, c'est ici qu'ils lavent les patients, les malades. Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec ce truc-là? C'est quoi ça?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Ouais, donc c'est un truc de tuyauterie, super. Bon, est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose à trouver là? Tiens, on va lui parler. Bonjour madame.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Bien, super. Donc le chien de garde est mauvais comme la teigne. Et a priori, il y a un truc à faire avec ce chauffe-eau là. Oh, et ici on retourne en psy, c'est ça? J'ai pas tellement envie d'y aller, non. Ok, ah bah là on retourne où sont soignés les malades, ok.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on. Oh well, at least we won't have to clean
Oh là là. Mais les VIP, il y en a vraiment partout. Hein.
See the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the...
Bon, Fuller veut soigner personne, en fait. Uomo delinquente, Quesaco. Cet ouvrage pseudo-scientifique de César Lombroso met en corrélation la morphologie d'un individu et ses prédispositions criminelles. Le sérieux de cette étude et la précision des démonstrations peuvent faire illusion aux yeux d'un lecteur peu averti. Ou de Fuller.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Alors, ordonnance de Fuller pour des barbituriques et encore à un dosage trop élevé. Un peu comme ce qu'il a fait avec Sarah Hawkins. Ok, c'est son dada ça.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Il faut récupérer la clé si je veux me débarrasser de Donovan. Mais tu m'étonnes. Et on sait où elle est, nous. On a voulu la prendre. Au tout début, le premier bureau que j'ai fouillé, je voulais prendre une clé, je pouvais pas la choper. Ben maintenant je sais où elle est et je sais pourquoi je pouvais pas la choper. Parce qu'il fallait d'abord que je trouve la porte. Tiens, c'est quoi là? Bonjour madame. Tiens, il y a un document. Permets, je le lis.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Dossier médical d'Edward Pierce. Le dossier est étrangement incomplet et le détail des soins n'est pas mentionné. Ça ne respecte pas la procédure standard. Bah si tu savais ce qu'ils font en bas, ma chérie, ouais, effectivement, ça respecte pas la procédure.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in dormitory B.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
Je l'ai déjà vu. Next.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Lui aussi, je l'ai déjà vu. Mais c'est toujours la même chose. On nous les remonte sans explication, ils se seraient auto-mutilés. Nous soignons les plaies et ils repartent. À chaque fois, j'ai l'impression de les renvoyer en enfer. Ce n'est pas de notre ressort. Vous ne pouvez pas sauver tout le monde, docteur. Ah, toi, tu m'as l'air maline.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Ok, mais moi, ces informations, je les ai déjà depuis un bail. À croire que je joue pas dans le bon sens, hein. On regarde des fois qu'il y a un papier qui traîne. Non, a priori, y a rien.
Do you want something?
Ok, bon. Et ben, on est bon pour aller chercher la clé maintenant.
The key to the boiler room.
Et voilà la clé de la chaufferie. Allons faire diversion maintenant.
All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
La médecine et les sciences secrètes. Ok, en fait, donc là, ça nous parle des médecines non reconnues. On pense à bien refermer la porte pour pas se faire repérer.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Ah bah oui, bien sûr, évidemment. Bon, on va tout refouiller. Bah, maintenant que j'ai eu accès à la chaufferie, peut-être qu'il va y avoir des indices cachés, encore une fois. Bon, c'est reparti, on y va. J'y crois pas du tout que ce soit dans le bureau.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Et toi, tu peux pas m'aider des fois? Très sympa. Je sais pas où chercher là. Excuse-moi monsieur, je te marche sur les pieds. Je cherche un outil. Ah, voilà, déjà un premier truc.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Ouais, c'est pas cool, on n'a pas le choix.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Mais tu sais pas le service que tu me rends, ma belle. Formidable, la place est libre, on peut y aller. À nous, le bureau de fouleur. Par contre, on verra ça au prochain épisode. Allez, je vous embrasse et je vous dis à très vite. Ciao, ciao, ciao!